Hey there everybody, Red X Parasite here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix. This episode is going to be the big cover all the things that I didn't get to cover during the LP episode, mostly focused on combat stuff. So that includes command styles, abilities, D-links, mostly for the finishers, Shotlocks, and finishing commands. So I will do my best to try to show these off all in one go. I will probably be editing out a lot of the setup for this because I will need to probably change my deck composition or, go into the menu and do other things. So I'll probably cut out a good deal of that because this is going to be a long session for me, and I don't want you to have to sit through all of that. So I will be cutting it down quite a bit so you get just the important stuff. So one thing that is going to make some of this stuff pretty difficult is the fact that I need to do this on my practice files, because I don't have this stuff unlocked on the LP, like the main files that I use for the Let's Play. So, as you can tell from this, I have this set up for super bosses, which means I'm going to kill a lot of the stuff, pretty much all the regular enemies in the game very easily, which is going to make getting some of these things more difficult. So if I have too much trouble with this, I may have to wait to do some of this stuff until the Mirage Arena, because it'll be a little bit easier. There'll be some higher level enemies there, plus you go through just wave after wave of them in succession, which makes it a lot easier to get up to level 2 finishers, or just finishers in general. Alright, so starting off, I'm going to try to do the command styles first. So let's see, I got pretty much everything for Terra, -1, and then for Ventus and Aqua, I was missing 2 each. So I will be showing those off. The first of which is Sky Climber. So this one you can only get with Ventus and Aqua. And you get this one by completing the Sinister Sentinel mission in the Mirage Arena. I've actually already done that particular mission with Terra in order to get Xehanort Report 5. So he doesn't get this command style. I mean, he could get it from something else, but they just didn't give it to him. I guess it doesn't really make sense given that it's, a sky, flying based thing. And he's the ground guy. Anyways, in order to get into Sky Climber, you have to be in a command style, so this is a level 2, and use 0 gravity lunges or jumping attacks like Quick Blitz. So my current deck, I can get into Thunderbolts with the Thunder Surges, but I will need to put in, let's see, I'm gonna stick with 0 Gravira or Graviga, like the 0 gravity skills, just because that is a guaranteed way to get into it. Some of the other ones like Fire Dash, it might treat as a fire. I don't want to risk that. Alright, so I'm going to let my stuff charge. It should be pretty quick here. We'll just head in. So I am just going to fight things around here. Okay, we should have the activation on it now. We just need to stay in fights and keep hitting things. That is the difficult part. And you can see like I'm like 2-shotting these guys. Okay, maybe 3-shotting. Alright. So we're in the command style now. It does have... I feel like I'm moving really slowly, actually. It's kind of weird. I'm technically flying, like you can see. Ooh, look at me, I'm flying. You can still attack enemies from this height. You'll kind of swoop down in order to hit them. Hello. What are the encounters? I need to fill up the bar. We actually need to fill up 2 bars to get the finisher, which is like sort of a problem. That's why I need just all these enemies to kind of eat through in order to get that. I'm working on it. Should be an enemy group right here. Hey, I can finally deal with these birds in a way that's not like super annoying. Okay. Another one right here. Hopefully we should be able to get the bar completely filled here and get the finisher. So there you go. That is Sky Climber. I'm going to... So we've got that done. Let's go in. So the last one that we need is Frozen Fortune. So this one you get by getting a fantastic rating on Master Mode for the song Desert Paradise. And if that doesn't make any sense to you, it shouldn't, because that is one of the mini-games, specifically the ice cream stacking minigame in Disneytown. I'll be showing those off later, but for now, we'll just do the command style right now. So this one activates when you use your sweetest commands. So by that, it means... Where is it? So there are items that you can use that will throw you into command styles. And I believe these are the sweetest commands that it's referring to. I will double check that before. So I will meet you for that one. All right, there we go. So I had to look this up to make sure that I wasn't doing this wrong. The way that you activate Frozen Fortune after you have it unlocked is by using an ice cream item to go into command style. However, it only has a 20% chance of working. So I was trying it. It wasn't activating for me, and I thought I was doing something wrong. It just turns out that it's rare even when you do have it. So it is pretty good. Kind of showing it off here. That's all you're gonna get, because I'd have to activate it again to show it off more. I think I've done my duty here. So let's move on. So that is all of the command styles. We're officially done with those. We can move on to D-Links. And I did a pretty good job of getting all the D-Links and showing them all off throughout the course of the Let's Play. The one that I did not get is also the one that is probably the rarest one in the entire game. I would bet, the most people probably do not have this one. So for this one, I need to go to my Aqua save file and load this. So the D-Link that I'm referring to is Pete. And you heard that right, Pete is a D-Link in this game. So if I go to my menu here, let's go all the way down to the bottom. Here is the Pete D-Link. In order to get this, you need to play the command board. And I should note that do not try to do this in the Mirage Arena. So you can play the command board in the Mirage Arena. I don't think that he will appear there. So he can appear, like there's a random chance of appearing from a special panel on any command board excluding the tune board. And once he appears in your game, I don't think you have to win the game. I think you just have to finish that particular game and you will unlock him as a D-Link. So let's... Oops. So I'll switch between the two of them. So there's Captain Justice and Captain Dark. And I already have it leveled up, so... I guess we can just go in and show it off. Hopefully I should be at the full D-Link gauge, and I am, so that is good. I'll make this easier. Alright, here's our D-Link. Got Victory Pose, which is very in character for him, but does absolutely nothing from a combat perspective, so watch out for that. It's, not the best. So the Rumble Rave that we're using right now is the level 2 finisher. Let's see what that does. I'm actually going to revert here. Oops. There we go. Well, you know what? You know what I could do? I think I'm just going to load the save here instead of trying to grind for the crystals. So I'll just go to the title screen and load the save again so that I can show off the other finisher. I haven't really talked about this before, but the save data management for this game is a mess. You create new save data for any character file that you create. So if you do a full playthrough all 3 characters, that's 3 new save files every time. If you do the final episode, that's a new save data every time you want to create a new one. And same thing with the secret ending once we get to that, so we'll swap to the other one. I didn't really go over the battle commands, so he has a lot of strike commands, a couple of useless commands, and aerial slam. So it's really not worth going out of your way for, I'd say. There are much better ones that you can just get naturally. So it's a very rare thing. Oh, we're doing the victory pose again. Here, I can just get hit and counter them. That's how we can do it. So Captain Justice's finisher is Fruit Shot. So there you go. Use it again. Why not? It's not like, I should be trying to make this episode as short as possible. There we go. We hit some more things with that one. That is the Pete D-Link. Rarest D-Link in the game. That will finish that off. So up next, I'll cover... we're going to be doing basically all of the different hit counts that we haven't done yet. So if I go to the report section here, in our game records, there's this tab called hit counts. And so all the things covered here, there are dimension links, there are Shotlocks. Those are actually the only 2 things, but they're the 2 things that I care about. So give me a moment to do some checking over, and I think we will start with the Shotlocks. So I think I'll start all of the Shotlock ones from here. So the first one I'm going to be showing off is Meteor Shower. This one is available to everybody. I think this is... I don't have a note down for this one for where you can get it. I don't think it's that rare of a Shotlock, but I just didn't get it during the Let's Play. So this one is one of the shot firing ones. except you fire light instead of the other ones. So there's that one. So the nice thing about the Shotlocks is that I don't have to have a full focus gauge in order to use them. So that's nice. Again, we'll just take that out. I'll just head on to here, get out of the battle so that I can go into the command decks and do the next one. Okay, up next is Chaos Snake. So for this one, you have to beat Captain Dark in Fruit Ball. This is another thing that I would probably not recommend that you go out of your way to do. We'll get to that when I cover the minigames, but just know that it is not fun. So this is the same exact style of Shotlock, and this is a lovely view. Thank you for that, camera. Let me try this not standing right next to the tree so that I can actually show it off a little bit better. There you go. They kind of look like lights, but hey, they move more erratically, I guess. So that's something. So it's not a bad Shotlock, but it's hard to argue with the Shotlocks, you know, unless you want something for a specific effect. Most of them really aren't more worth it than another from a power perspective. Like the Chaos Snake has the added benefit of confusing the enemies, but I don't know. It's not really that big of a deal if you ask me. So I'm going to reset here, and I'll be back with the next one. Okay, up next is Ragnarok. So in my notes for this, I have, I'm not entirely sure about this. I think this one is only available from the command board. So another one that you will probably not get unless you decide to do that for some reason. I'll head into the square to show it off. So this is another time the button press when the circles overlap. And this one actually takes after a limit that has appeared in other Kingdom Hearts games. Specifically 2. I think it appears in 1 and 2. I don't know about 3. So that is Ragnarok. Okay, up next, you should be able to just jump into this one right away, assuming that I actually bought it on this one. Did I not buy it on this one? That's looking like a negatory. I think I need to go to my other file for this. Alright, give me a moment and I will do that. Okay, Ven has it. So the next one up is Bio Barrage. So this one is purchasable in the Mirage Arena from the Moogle shop there. Of course, I didn't do the I did not do the Mirage Arena much during the main Let's Play because I was saving it for the end. So that's why I did not purchase this one. There we go. So it is a low lock-on count. Overlapping circles, but it is pretty powerful to make up for the low lock-on count that it has. So following on from that, I have the Photon Charge. This is the same deal as the Bio Barrage. You can buy this in the Mirage Arena from the Moogle. So I'll head back out to demonstrate this one. versus a dashing one like... whatchamacallit. Oh, why can't I remember the name of it? It's the ice one. Let me get out of battle and then I can look it up. Which is... oh, Absolute Zero. I was about to say, like, do I not have this as Ven? That doesn't seem right. So the last one that everybody can obtain is Lightning Ray. At least the ones that I haven't shown off. So, do I have enough focus for this? This is very questionable. Hopefully I have enough now. You know what? Should I use it here? There we go. Nope. Where are we going? All over the place. This is another dashing Shotlock. This is probably the strongest version of the dashing Shotlock, though. And the finisher is actually different, though. I think you just mash a single button multiple times. So that will do it for all of the common Shotlocks, and actually the only ones that we have left are character specific. So they are all on only a single character. So I'm going to back out to the title screen and we will tackle these one by one. So we're starting off with Terra. His ultimate Shotlock is the Ultima Cannon. Transforms your Keyblade into an enormous weapon that causes massive explosions. We'll go here to see what this is all about. And of course, I totally messed it up. Go me. But you might recognize that if you have done the Lingering Well boss fight in Kingdom Hearts 2. That is one of the attacks that it can do. But you can do the overlapping circles, although I don't think it has nearly as many rounds as the other ones. Let me see, is there a way that I could get my focus back? I don't know if there's an item that does that. I don't think so. I think we might be out of luck. Well, hopefully that demonstration will have to suffice. So as we get into Ventus here, for his ultimate Shotlock, I should point out, I didn't mention the way that you actually unlock these. I believe it is the same for all three of the characters. I will look it up to confirm it. So yeah, the way that you get this is by beating the Keepers of the Arena mission at the Mirage Arena. I will be doing this eventually, but for now I'm just showing off the Shotlocks by themselves. I always forget that I have Super Glide on then. So very high lock-on count for this one. Basically warp to whatever you target and slash at it very quickly, and the finisher requires you to spin the control stick around. Thankfully not nearly as much as in Mario Party 1. So it's pretty cool if I do say so. Last but not least is Aqua. Aqua's ultimate Shotlock is called Light Bloom. So I'll head over to the square to show that off. It's kind of reminiscent of the Spellweaver finisher. But obviously you're sending out blasts of light all over the place. Spinning to win, as you might say. that will do it for all of the Shotlocks. So I'm actually in the perfect position to move on to abilities. So I got most of the important abilities throughout my playthroughs, but I didn't get everything. So this aqua file that I have here has all of the abilities on it. So I can go through and show you what a fully maxed out character looks like. So there are abilities that are related to prizes. I really didn't prioritize these all that much. I think the only one that I really tried to get at all was the Link Prize Pluses. So there's Treasure Magnet that just sucks up basically any drops. And the range will increase the more that you have equipped. Max of 5. HP Prize Plus, pretty self-explanatory, drops more of those. Drops more of those. Lucky Strike increases the number of drops. Just period. So if you get these, they can, they can be useful. But obviously, I think during a regular playthrough, you probably don't have the time to really get them unless you want to forego some of the other things. So all of the boosts are going to operate pretty much the same way. Having more of it either boosts the power or, how much HP you have or recover from things. So there's HP boost, Fire, Blizzard, Thunder boost, Cure boost, Item boost, and these are all a max of 3. So Attack Haste and Magic Haste, very important. If you ask me, both are fairly self-explanatory. Combo F boost increases the damage dealt by the last blow of your combos. So like the final of your combo does more damage. I would consider this slightly lower priority just because some of the other ones will just boost your damage across the board, whereas this is a little bit more situational. Same thing with Finish boost, increases the power of your finish commands. The screen commands will reduce the amount of damage that you take from these types of attacks. So there's Fire, Blizzard, Thunder, and Dark. And of course we get into the ones that I covered a little bit more. So there's Reload boost, makes your commands reload if you're at 25% HP or lower. Defender, same condition to activate it, but increases your defense. Combo Plus, Air Combo Plus, both add 1 hit each to your ground and air combos respectively. EXP Chance. This is actually a very important one for level grinding. And I'll probably show that off somewhere later, just not in this particular episode. But what this does is it doubles the XP that you get when your HP is at 25% or lower. And you can easily tell that by the red and flashing and the noise. Kind of hard to miss. EXP Walker, on the other hand, gives you 1 experience point for every step you take. It's not as great as it might sound. It's certainly not nothing, but it's also not going to get you levels that fast, especially compared to, more efficient level grinding methods. So if you can get this one, you can go for it, but it's also not that common of a thing to get. Damage Siphon, great ability, restores focus gauge when you take damage. Second chance once more. Obviously, very essential ones. So second chance allows you to retain 1 HP after an attack that would kill you. Once more will protect you as long as you are being comboed by an enemy. Unless you're at 1 HP when the combo starts. And then, of course, Leaf Bracer allows you to heal or gives you vulnerability frames while healing. That's all the abilities. Not a huge deal, but it's really not easy to get all of the abilities during a regular playthrough. It's like not impossible to do without grinding for stuff. Okay, so we're getting towards the end of it. We're running out of things to do, which I'm very happy about. So the last thing that we have to cover are finishers. So your regular old run-of-the-mill finishers. So I think what I'm going to do is I have all of the finishers for each of the 3 characters unlocked on the practice files here. So I'll go through all of the ones that I didn't unlock here and what the criteria is to unlock them. And then I'll just do a very quick montage of me just using all of the finishers, which I might not talk during, depending. Just so that's kind of like a rapid fire thing, so it doesn't take too long. So for Aqua, we got most of the stuff up through level 3. What we didn't get are Twisted Hours. So to unlock this one, you have to take 7,000 steps. Surprise 1. So for this one, you have to collect 1,400 money. So Twisted Hours you can get from either of these 2. Gold, Surprise, you have to use Gold Rush to get that one. Magic Pulse 3. So obviously this is kind of like the main chain for Aqua is the Magic Pulse. For that one, you have to defeat 350 enemies. For Heal Strike, you have to use Second Chance or Once More to survive lethal damage 5 times. This may or may not be difficult for you to get during the main adventure, depending on what mode you're playing on. Like if you're playing on Critical, you can probably get this pretty easily. If you don't get it normally, probably the easiest way to get this is just by going into the super boss, like one of the super bosses, and just, you'll probably get hit and get this pretty easily. It's only 5 times, so it's really not that hard to get. You just have to know how to get it. That's Heal Strike. Surprise 2 is collect 5,200 money. And then moving on to level 5, we have Magic Pulse 4. That is defeat 500 enemies. Explosion, earn 6,400 CP. Ice Burst, activate Diamond Dust 15 times. Which, keep in mind you have to do that like all the way when you're on level 4. Like Heat Slash and Rama's Judgment are all the way back here. And then the final one, Teleport Strike, is defeat 800 enemies. So it's not impossible to get this if you just focus on these ones. Obviously, I kind of focused on breadth instead of depth for my playthroughs. So I will need to load separate files to get the other ones. So I will be right back. Okay, so we're on to Ventus's finishers now. Let me see, which ones did I not get? So I didn't get Surprise on Ventus either. So that is the same requirements as before. Collect 1,400 money. Heal Strike, same effect, or same unlock requirement. Second Chance or Once More to survive lethal damage 5 times. Surprise 2, collect 5,200 money. Again, Ventus has another level on that, which is called Celebration. Let's collect 7,000 money. So I kind of lost my place a bit. Let's see. Okay. So I think I got all the way to Air Flare 3 on Ventus. So the next one to unlock is Air Flare 4. And then, wait, do I not have Explosion on his list? Oops. No, I do. I got Explosion. Oh, I'm dumb. I actually got Explosion with Ven. Okay, yeah, Airflare 4 takes 7,000 steps. And then the last one that I didn't unlock, Stratosphere, defeat 800 enemies. I'll move on to Terra next. Okay, for Terra, surprise, surprise, I did not get either of the surprises. So Surprise 1, Surprise 2, same requirements, 1,452 respectively. 5,200 respectively for those. So beyond Rising Rock 2, it actually changes names. So this next one is Dark Star 1. To unlock that, you need to defeat 420 enemies. Heal Strike is the same requirement as before. Second chance once more to survive lethal damage 5 times. Random End. Take 8,000 steps. And then Dark Star 2, defeat 550 enemies. Explosion, earn 6,400 CP. Demolition, earn 10,000 CP. So those are all your finishers. For all the characters. So I think as a compromise, I'm going to do this. Some of them are shared, quite a few of them are shared between multiple characters. For the ones that are, I'll show it off once with one character, and I'm going to leave it at that because they are effectively the same animation and finisher. So there's really not much that's different between the characters. So I will get started on that montage, and I will meet you on the other side.
Let's go. Yeah. See ya.
Alright, and that will do it for the combat-based stuff. I have no idea how long this is going to end up being. I've been recording for about an hour. Finishers did go a little bit quicker, which I am grateful for. So, next time, I will be covering the minigames, the characters in the report section, and the Trinity Archives. So thank you very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix. I've been Redix Parasite, signing out.